Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Nerd channel. Still under construction, so yeah. But we're still gonna get that petty tea out, especially for this episode. Because well, with most episodes, I relate to because my life's a hot mess. So let's get that piping, scorching, boiling, petty tea out. If you like it cold, hold the ice because the ice is a hot mess in these streets. But okay, take that big breather. Yeah, I'm still doing some of the same stuff as the other because mental health, and when it comes to writing or whatever goal, starting a business, I'm trying it all because yeah, listen to the other episode. I was not diagnosed. It took decades for doctors to even listen to me. So I'm catching up with life goals and relearning things and heartbreak and me trying not to hate men right now because and it's crazy because as soon as Mr. Spider broke up with me, one guy from my past after another, and now going back to investigate, like, especially just the manosphere on dating apps. Why do conservative men keep trying to date me? And then, okay, going to be another episode for here and the other channel, but I really need to start interviewing liberal and people on the left and looking at their pictures and images because I cringe. I'm cringing every day now since the breakup and going back into it because majority moderate and conservative men, and I don't want to date them. And I've even told like some of them, I get like on Duet, I get the notification. This person has liked you 10 times, 3 or 10 times or whatever. And I'm like, for the love of God, like, that's a hint. Stop. And so I will then swipe right and then I let them know, like, yeah, we're not a good match. I really hope you find your blah, blah, blah. And then the remarks that, like, especially these men say they're Christian and they say that the hate is from the left. But then when the things they say to me, when I'm saving them time and I'm letting them know, like, you don't have to swipe right on me. I'm not your type. Trust me. I'm really not. And then after dating Mr. Spider, one of the reasons he lost interest, like it, because I was brought up Christian. He has such an issue with it. Like, you knew that from day one. It's like, and he said, like, and so that's one reason why I'm trying not to hate men because men keep lying to me, and men keep thinking it's okay to, like, oh, you want kids? That's okay. Then after 3 or 4 years or 5 years in a relationship, I'm not gonna allow you to have kids. If you try to adopt or whatever, I'm breaking up with you. And now with Mr. Like, because that was Mr. No Heart, there were other lies too, because he wasn't okay with my education and everything. But then Mr. Spider. So I don't know. You buckle up, buttercups, because men wonder why a lot of women want nothing to do with them. A lot of men wonder why they've been lonely and single. But then they also blame women, like, I'm not like every other guy. You gotta give me a new, like, raps. Like, you gotta, like, I'm not like them. I'm a new guy. It's like, but if we're already traumatized by our past, and we, like, they say the first time shame on them, but the next time shame on you. But men don't respect that. Men don't, like, because the guy that's trying to talk to me now, he tells me that I'm not allowed to compare him, or I'm not, like, he says, oh, your trauma's cute. Your past is cute. What? If I catch you trying to stall or trying to, like, display, like, one of your past, like something that a past guy did or one of his past tendencies on me or whatever, then that's because he's already tried to yell at me twice and I hang up on him. So yeah, he said that if he catches me, like he said poking around or figuring out, like, so I don't know. I'm just yeah, it's like I'm at a point where I do hate men. I really, really do. And that's one reason why I've been up for hours. But I texted one of the guys afternoon, and so yeah, if he thinks that I just got up, I don't care. And yeah, okay. I'm sorry, that's gonna be a dating nightmare. You know, I'm not sorry. Because parts of this I'm digesting because the hate and the distrust and the hurt and the pain. Ta-da! That's how you write emotions in novels and books and stuff like that. And this is a writing episode because, okay, I heard this story and it's with technology and trying to be a future writer and creativity and wanting to express your ideas. Because there was this young woman, I guess like her husband or boyfriend is a writer. He's published books, so she's given the idea about writing a book and it's based off of their relationship. And so she posted a video about this to her audience. And I guess there was this one, well, no, I don't get like there, and all of these opinions are like, these are my opinions. I really like, oh, like with what this man did, I'm just like, he's so despicable, awful, terrible, and just more proof of why I don't trust men. And okay, you'll hear more about that in a minute, but one of her male listeners, or actually it was the girlfriend that was listening, and the girlfriend told her boyfriend, and the boyfriend decided, you know what, that's a good idea. I'm going to take that idea and put it in AI, and I'm going to write a whole novel with that idea. And so he did it. And so then he wrote the author, or the woman whose idea it was, who plans on being the author of it, told her what he did, and said that if she doesn't respond or whatever, that he's just going to post it for free for all to read. It's like, what? So you literally stole someone's idea and took someone's idea, like not as fan art, but you're taking someone's idea and you're going to publish it. Oh, men are so stupid. And if you're not one of those type of men, congratulations. It's just in my life, I keep meeting men that would do, because yeah, I'm gonna spill babies. But anyway, the author posted videos saying how she had an issue about it, and the guy was 10 toes down, like, I don't care. And it's like, you don't understand. And it wasn't until like with the patriarchy, it wasn't until her, I believe it's her husband, it wasn't until he posted something about it, that's the only time this man apologized. That's the only time. Like the woman with the idea, the woman that plans on writing it, was like, just, you could even hear the hurt. And I was frustrated for her. It's like, part of me, it kind of felt like we rise at dawn. Like if she had just like flown the flag or had the symbol, it would be like, I got you. Like, cause no, that is so disrespectful, awful, selfish. It's like, come up with your own idea. You have a woman, a writer, like it doesn't matter what gender, but you have someone who had an idea and she was so excited about it and she could not wait. She's like, she had to tell her audience. And she has an audience that, she feels like she can trust. And the thing is, she can trust her audience because the girlfriend didn't do it. But then it went past the audience. And that's the part where you have to really be careful with. Because The people outside the audience, they don't care. They don't care about your emotions. They don't care that it was your idea. They don't care about the effort and the energy, especially to put a novel together. Do you know how many of my exes told me it's easy? And or if they were going to write a novel, it would be the size of an encyclopedia. So for me to write a children's book, it's really dumb and it doesn't take much effort. I mean, now I'm writing like a thicker, like it's series, but I've published several novels and workbooks. But then, oh, you put a math workbook together? That's easy. That's dumb. It's like, yeah, ooh, one plus one. And it's like, okay, do you know the educational requirements for each grade? And do you know that how many different exercises and different ways that I have for these kids to do one plus one? And like, and how many kids are behind, like, especially with math? And it's just, do you know how many men have told me that do you know how many men have told me they need to teach me and show me what a good book is? Even though they don't read, but they have to tell me. And because way back, it's I think I only told one or two men after No Heart, right after my surgery, and because they were writers too. But other than that, I've stopped like I don't tell anybody my specific ideas. I say that it has diversity, equity, and inclusion. I do say that the main character has a disability and that parts of it is a reflection off of the hardships and the pain that I've gone through medically, family, jobs, social life, dating. Oh, and with Mr. Spider. Who that no good, stupid, ignorant, just jerk. Oh, and ah, the hate I have inside for him right now. Yes, the hate I have. It's scrumptious. The hate that I have for him right now. But anyway. See, this is how you create villains. Anyway, but with this author or for future author, she poured her heart out and said her idea. And I'm not gonna say because I don't know. It's like once I heard what happened to me, I'm just like I'm not gonna remember it. I'm not. I'm gonna. That's hers, and I have my ideas. I have so many ideas. It's gonna last me probably for the rest of my lifetime. Children's books and with my novels, and now with my greeting cards and with my candles. Like I've got enough. I like, and to me, I'm like I I would never be able to put the passion and the character development because that's not my idea. And there are so many authors that when I read their books or I hear about their ideas, I'm just like, that is just going to be amazing. That sounds jaw dropping, but it's not for me. It's like clothing, it's not going to fit for me. And do you know how many people to like try to steal my ideas? This is one reason why I, even with my channel, I've said the genre and I've said like some of the characters, but I haven't said what is because I've had people tell me that that's a good idea. And one specific person, mm, what am I gonna call her? What am I gonna call her? You know what? I'll call her Becca because that Becca sounds like an awful, terrible, ignorant. Like, oh, and if you're nah, yeah, I'm gonna call her Becca. Yeah, there was this one person named Becca who I like. I wasn't even telling her, and this is why one reason why I'm telling this example. I told my close friend, and she was in the room or whatever, but I think it was her cousin. And so I'm telling my friend while her cousin, the Becca girl, was in the background doing whatever she was doing or whatever. And it's like I'm telling her the idea and how I came up with it. And I didn't tell her everything though, but I did share like some of the importance of the symbolism and even things in the background is that's going to be crucial and critical and stuff like that. And my friend was just like, that is so good. That is like, because but I told her so much more of the details and things like that, but I'm not doing that here because I've had this happen a few times, which is one reason since Mr. No Heart, I've learned just no, just write it, just do it. And even with Mr. Spider, he doesn't know. Like he kept saying, "I want to read it. I want to read it." God is good. I yeah. Oh, and he's gonna hate that I said that too. He's gonna hate that I said that too. But anyway. So, anyways, like 2 weeks later, it was like 2 or 3, but I think it was 2 weeks later. I get a call from my friend, and at first, like she's like, "Hey, girl," and I was just like, "Hey," and she's like, my cousin, yeah, Becca, yeah, she's trying to write your book." What? Yeah, she heard your idea and stuff, and it's like she went in her room, she was writing it, she decided to write it all down. And then, yeah, it's like she started telling me, and she was saying how easy it is and how she was just gonna write it. And I just wanted to give you a heads up because I'm telling her not to, and I'm telling her that's really rude and really mean, and that she wasn't even in the conversation. But yeah, she's saying she's writing her book and how she's gonna make so much money off of it, and that you better rush or you better hurry and write it before she finishes it first. Huh, that's interesting. So, what kind of disability is her main character going to have? Oh, she's not writing that part. It's like she thinks like she'll sell more because her character's not gonna have all of those difficulties and things like that. And I'm like, but that's part of why the plot gets interesting and stuff. And I was like, because that is a part of her and part of the climate of the story. Well, I mean, she says she that the character doesn't need it, and I was like, okay, but what's going to be the crime? Because I mean, like, yeah, I said a lot of the details, but I didn't really say the crime. And so she was like, oh, she decided that it's A, B, and C is going to happen, and this person's going to do it, but it's like, and it's going to be kind of obvious. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it sounds like it's not going to really be my idea then. And I don't know, it was just really, she heard my idea and she said she was going to take my idea, but then she started the idea, but then she started changing and so, but then it's like, 'cause she said it was a great idea, but then she doesn't want the major parts of the idea that would make it, well, my authentic. So I don't know. It was just really interesting because all of a sudden she's tearing it apart and tearing out the parts that come from my heart and the passion and everything. And but she was going to use parts of the DNA structure, but she didn't do any research on the DNA, so she like the way she was going to make it up because oh yeah, I get another call about a month later and my friend is like, she's still kind of nervous, but then she ended up cracking up and laughing because now Becca's so confused. It's like she started creating and writing, but now she doesn't know which, like, with the DNA, how to make sure people have the different types and things like that, and like how it's going to evolve in the plot and how it's going to make such a big difference for the main character. And I was like, oh, so did she read any articles about DNA and blood types? Did she like do any like read any articles or books or research, or did she listen to any YouTubers or science like the science documentaries or anything? And she was like, oh well, she was like, it's fiction, so it's made up. Okay. But anyways, okay, long story short, I think it was during COVID, she calls me just to check up on me because she's one of the people that I told about my surgery and everything. And I remember asking him like, "Oh, whatever happened to Becca's book?" And she just starts laughing, cracking up. And she's just like, "Oh, she gave up on it. She wasn't able to finish it." And she's like, she would write one chapter and things, but then when she was trying to write the crime scene and different suspects, and then she had to try to make some blah 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 and all this other details or whatever, she just kept getting confused. Or when she had one of her friends read it, they would pinpoint something that shouldn't or should be, or that the character just seemed kind of boring or whatever. And she just kind of got frustrated to the point where she gave up. And I'm like, oh, interesting. And oh, she said that she wanted her cousin, my friend, to invite me back over after COVID. And she wanted her to start asking me questions about writing. Because when I first met her, like those years prior, I remember when I said that I wanted to be a writer and publish books, she's one of the people who said how easy it was and how it doesn't take that much effort. And so when I think about the situation I started off with, this guy used AI and he acted like it's just so easy, and even said how like started off with AI and just edit it and just change things around and things. Is that where we're getting or heading towards with authorship? Is this one reason why our reading level is third to fifth grade level? I have went out with so many men whose reading depth is third to fifth grade level. Some of them could hardly read the menu at restaurants. It's like they would read the cheeseburger part, but then at certain restaurants where the cheese and like it was more of a designer burger. Yeah, they couldn't read any of that or hardly, or okay, I won't say like they they could only read a select few words. And I just feel like that's where AI is going to head us, because with how simplified and repetitive. And that's one thing, is like I keep hearing people who use AI to either construct their books. And even when I was looking for companies to help me get my book on several platforms, I've had like I'm working on that, but first I'm trying to get the candles out. But anyway, do you know, so far out of the I think I contacted five. Out of the five, two or three, the first thing they were trying to tell me, because I said, "Yeah, I'm still working on the novel." "You don't need to. We'll just put it through AI and I'll finish it for you." What? Excuse me? You don't need to write the book. Why would you want to do that? Literally, one of the men asked me that. Why would you want to finish it? Why would you want to write it? Just give it to us and we'll put it through AI and it'll finish it for you. Because I'm the author, I'm the writer, I'm the creator of this. Well, you won't need to do that. I'm going to do that. But why would you need to? You would already be done right now. And so then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep looking. No, 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 you don't need to keep looking. We're giving, like, okay, it's like if you're not done with it in a month, you're going to wish you contacted us. Is this where we're headed, people? Where just machines are going to spit out like what they want us to read when it doesn't come from the heart? It comes from a bot who's just going to study and base things off of other literary works. And there's great literary works, but those literary works aren't my voice. It's like when it's like my stories are urban fantasy, but within that urban fantasy, there's going to be some mental health, some mental and physical abuse. There's going to be heartbreak. There's going to be superpowers and superheroes, and there's going to be some special candy. There's going to be all different types of things where when you go and look at the symbolism and the metaphors, and even there's going to be certain reasons why, if you pay attention to numbers, why the numbers are the way they are. Even with the bricks, even with some of the phone calls. It's like writing is an art form and drawing is an art form. And I know some people are going to call me contradictory. And this is one reason why, if I see artists needing AI to do parts of the writing, hey, I understand. Because with my greeting cards, I tried to hire and partner with artists like, ooh, let's team up. Let's start a business together. None of them wanted to. So part of me, I'm just like, okay, what do I do now? So combination, like, and even with my journals on Amazon, I use Canva. And it's like, and now it's like, so technology wise, like, I try not to use purely AI with the artwork. And oh, but with my cover, it's not going to be AI. I refuse. I refuse AI for my cover. And yeah, there's certain things that I'm going to be doing that will not be AI. But I'm not going to judge someone who uses it to help their art form and to like help construct the parts that they authentically did, because everyone doesn't have talents in everything. But at the same time, I feel like use it in limits, use it with limits, and respect other people's art form and authenticity and things like that. So, and there's other times, like, I've had quite a few people, and this is why, even with dating, when like, oh, I'm working on my projects. What are your projects? There's just stuff I need to get done. What do you need to get done? And it's like a lot of men judge me, but this is going to be another story time about different men who went, and one guy literally, he lives in Dearborn, and yeah, he was cheating on his wife, and I didn't know. But I told him about my ideas and what I wanted to do with one of my, like, and I'm getting to that business idea because yeah, I didn't even touch. I can't afford that one yet. But yeah, he has tons of money. He turned around and gave that idea for his wife, and now she has a boutique with my idea, and it kind of it hurts because I'm just like, wow. One, you were married, and two, like, cause yeah, I had no idea. He told me he was single. He told me he was divorced. But then we're talk like, I thought we were talking business because he's a business owner too. So I'm like, oh, he's telling me about his businesses. I'm going to tell him about my ideas and what I've constructed so far. And then next thing you know, he gave it to his wife, and yeah. But thanks for listening to my channel, the Handicapable Black Nerd channel. I have so much more to tell and spill, but be careful who you tell your ideas to. Just be absolutely careful because you never know who's going to steal it, take it, use it, or whatever. Okay? Stay tuned. I'll talk to you later. Bye.